Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly forecast for August 29th through September 4th. You might stumble upon this video a few weeks after this, months after this. It's all good, my dears. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, we're going to connect here and we're going to see what messages are coming up for the collective. Alrighty, my dears. One more shuffle. Alright, that feels right. I don't have a set number of times I shuffle. I just shuffle till the cards feel ready. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer. First card coming up here for our darling Scorpio collective is the Four of Coins. If you're watching from your other signs, you might be like, hey, because all the other signs so far have gotten like really happy cards for their first card. Not that Four of Coins can't be a happy card, but it is definitely a card where we may be a little bit on guard. Okay, we may be guarding our finances at this time. We may be guarding our space at this time. We may be very selective who we're letting in or who we're allowing to be around us. Now, I'm getting a really specific message here around this Four of Coins. Scorpio, some of you have been feeling for a while that there's going to be some big financial blessing coming your way. Or maybe you've received word that there's a big financial blessing coming your way. It might be a good idea not to tell people that this blessing is coming in or how much is coming in, just so that you're able to kind of safeguard it, because otherwise everybody's like, Scorpio, I need help. Like, can you give me money for this? Can I borrow this? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Or people might be expecting you to like treat all the time or pay all the time, not now that they know that this money has come in. So sometimes Four of Coins can come in to say that there's a blessing that's come in or it's about to come in, and angels and guides are telling you, like, hold on to this because it's meant for you to have, like, in your little nest egg, or like in your little in your little cushion, in your little supply space, so that maybe you can take some time off, maybe you can rest, maybe you can work a little bit less, or you can maybe work on creative projects or endeavors that will be fruitful and profitable for you in the future once you put them out there. But you're not going to get paid while you're creating, right? If you're writing a book or something, you're not going to get paid for the time you're writing a book unless you have like a already like a contract in place, and they're like, okay, your first book was great, here's this much money, get started on the second book. Most of us don't have that arrangement, so you're not getting paid while you're writing. You get paid once the book is out there, or the screenplay is out there, or the album is out there, but you don't get paid while you're creating. So sometimes this blessing can come in to give you time to work on something, to create something, or just overall to be able to kind of just rest here for a little bit, so you don't have to go broadcasting to the world that this has come in or how much has come in. Four of Coins, I feel also like some of you are being very protective of your home environment. You're being very cautious about like who's coming over. You may even have been having people stop by unannounced, and you may be just telling people like, look, I'm glad to have you over, but you have to let me know. Please call and ask me. Like, is it okay if I come by? Some of you, I feel like you're taking a key back from somebody. Maybe you have friends or family members who have the key, or someone you used to date that you're still friends with. I feel like you're securing your home in some way, as like a sacred space. Like, this is my sacred space, and you're doing things in your home to create an environment of sacred space. right? Here's where I come to disconnect. Here's where I come to be in my spiritual connection, to relax, to create, to enjoy my free time. And so I feel there's this sense of like creating your space and protecting your space. And maybe you might be doing that within a crowded home for some of you. And you may be finding ways to create space and protect your space within a crowded home. Whether you're, going to bed earlier so you don't have to deal with people, so you can wake up before other people wake up and have some space. Or one thing I used to do is walk around with earbuds in my ears and like listening to music. And so it's like, I can't hear you, right? Like I'm in my own little world. So you might be doing things to like create space for yourself, even if you're in a crowded environment. The next card that's coming up here for Scorpio is the Star. Now, this is super interesting because Scorpio came up for Aquarius. So I'm curious here, if any of you have Aquarius placements or are dealing with an Aquarius, because Scorpio came up in Aquarius. No, you did not. Did you? Who's reading came up in? Pisces and Cancer came up in Aquarius's reading. I take that back. I just did Aquarius and I was like, oh yeah, you guys came up. No, water signs came up. Water signs came up, but not specifically Scorpio. I feel like you may have come up in Gemini's reading. So cancel that. Forget what I was saying about Aquarius. Water signs did come up, but not specifically Scorpio. Scorpio came up specifically around Gemini. The Star card, okay, could be Aquarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. If you have Aquarius placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Now, the Star card could be about receiving a lot of attention. It's the card that follows the Tower. It tells us the worst of it is over, the worst of it is behind you, and you can expect for things to get better now. Scorpio, okay, sometimes the Star card can be like physical beauty and like intense physical interactions. We'll keep it G-rated here. Or like pleasurable, satisfying physical intimacy. And I feel here with the Star card, this little chickadee here is really jumping out at me. So I feel like there could be something here where you feel as though you're beautifying your body or your body is becoming more beautiful, whatever that means to you, right? Maybe you are putting a little meat on your bones and you feel that that's sexy or that attractive, or you are losing weight if that's something that you want to do, or you're putting on muscle, or maybe you're doing some kind of modification or something. But I feel whatever you deem to be beautiful or whatever it is that you see as beautiful, you might be manifesting, or your body is coming into like your ideal of, this is what makes me confident, or this is what I think is beautiful. In that aspect, okay, it's not just about how you look, it's about the confidence. Something is happening that's giving you confidence about your body, and that confidence, and of course, people are going to be noticing the changes, but also the confidence, like you're going to have a lot of attention coming your way. You're going to have a lot of people who are like wanting to be with you. Now, it's interesting to me to have that energy come in with the Four of Coins, because the Four of Coins for me sometimes can be like you're kind of guarded off, or you're in a time where you're being very selective, who you're going to bed with, or you're being very selective, or you're maybe even saying, hey, I'm going to be completely and totally a celibate for a while. So it's interesting to me. It's like I feel some of you are getting so much attention where you're like a little bit overwhelmed by it. And you're like, wait a minute, right? You can look but don't touch, but don't look to the point where you're making it awkward. Like stay over there, stay in your space. I feel here that some of you are getting a lot of attention of people that are like wanting you physically, and you're like setting boundaries. You're like, okay, like, hold off there. I don't know how I feel about you yet. For some of you, it could even be awakening a little bit of like vulnerability. So I just feel like some of you Scorpios are getting more attention than you're ready for, or than you know what to do with. Aside from that, the Star card is making future plans, plans that are actually going to stick. It's inspiration, it's inspiring others, and it's abundance or income coming in from more than one avenue or more than one stream. So you may be expanding the way income is coming in. Maybe you're looking into investments and side projects and self-employment and branching out a business and manifesting some kind of passive income here, but definitely making steps for securing your future, your retirement, that kind of energy as well. The next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Six of Coins. So there's a lot happening for you physically, and there's a lot happening for you with money. Okay, Six of Coins. This envelope is jumping out at me, so some of you may be receiving some kind of a settlement or a gift or a loan repayment or something that is freeing you up or getting you out of debt. Maybe a debt is being forgiven or released or canceled, or you disputed something and you were successful in disputing it. Six of Coins is like the ideal financial situation in the sense that there's no debt. Like debts are paid off, money's coming in, you have money put away for the future, money continues to come in, you're able to continue putting money away for the future, but you're also able to like enjoy life and do things you want to do and be generous towards others when you feel moved to be generous towards others, paying it forward. Some of you may be receiving some gift of kindness. Some of you may have a chance to pay this blessing forward. But Six of Coins is very much reciprocal energy, being in the flow. Money coming in, money going out. Being in that flow, not feeling stuck, not feeling overwhelmed. Not being concerned because you're in this flow. The next card that's coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is oftentimes going to be like the aces in general can be a gift from the divine or an opportunity that, God, angels, universe is putting in front of us. And so there could be some kind of offer or opportunity that's being presented to you this week. In my experience, sometimes with the Ace of Wands, we might look at it as, well, I don't know if it's that serious, or I don't know if it's that big of a deal. And we may be hesitant to take a hold of it. But the thing about the Ace of Wands is what you put into it, you're going to get back from it. And so this is something that maybe you're not sure, or you don't know if it's a big deal, or you don't know if it's going to be anything that serious. If you roll up your sleeves and do the work and invest in it, you're going to see how much it blossoms. You're going to see how much it grows. For some of you, this will be an offer of love. I do feel that you might be hesitant to say yes, because I feel like there's going to be some challenges here in the situation. The circumstances coming out the gate might be less than ideal. However, I think there's a lot of love here with the roses, or a lot of passion, a lot of commitment. And this sun is really jumping out at me, and the orange and the red is really jumping out at me. And that makes me think of Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel helps us to overcome obstacles and challenges very quickly, seemingly effortlessly. So I do feel like your angels and guides are helping you overcome the challenges that you might face. Keep in mind, nothing, amazing. I shouldn't say nothing, but sometimes amazing things are going to come with a little bit of challenges, right? I've used this example before. You might be going to a beautiful place that you've always wanted to see, like some gorgeous tropical island or some gorgeous, beautiful place, and you've got to go by plane. And on the plane, there's turbulence, and it's not fun. It could be scary, right? But what's happening is that you're going to get through the turbulence to get to the beautiful destination. So there may be some turbulence here that you're aware of, but I feel it's going to be brief. You'll get over it quickly. I feel that whoever else is offering this to you really believes in you, is committed to making this work, whether it's a creative endeavor, whether it's a job, whether it's a romantic relationship. I feel like there's going to be support here. Like, you'll get through the challenges. Don't let the challenges scare you. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Sometimes those might resonate more or add a little extra information. If you want to check out the love readings for August and September, those are linked in the description. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, link in the description will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I hope you guys will come back tomorrow and check out the card of the day. Every single day I pull a daily message. If not, it's okay, no worries. Hopefully you'll come back and check out the weekly forecast for next week. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead, my darlings. Take care and be well.